Your deposit on your listing might be the most crucial part of your listing other than the sale price right now. So what we have happening, quite common right now, I've had it 3 times in the last week, twice on my listing and once on a listing that we offered on. But there's people that are putting in offers with what used to be a good deposit, and then they decide once they win that property, get the best offer of those, that they don't want it anymore. Maybe they found something else. They're just walking away from the deal, leaving that little deposit tied up. You can sue them for it and maybe get it, but it is a lot easier to walk away from $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, depending on your price point you're in. It's easier to walk away from those. So what should you be asking for your listing in deposit? I ask for 5% minimum in any listing that I put up, because no matter what the purchase price is, if you're asking for 5% of that, it's a fair chunk of change to the person who might be buying that, and it's also property specific. Depending on what you're selling, if it's something like a commercial property, maybe a little bit more. If it's something that you know they got to pay cash for, you want a higher deposit because they're paying cash, you know they have the money. Where if it's a standard first-time buyers, they might not have a huge deposit, but we know they have at least 5%. So we know what we need to ask for. And what has been happening, we had 2 people offer on our property, no conditions, with a really low deposit. The price was not bad, but when we countered and brought the deposit up to what it should be, they walked away, and one of the agents actually told me, we can't offer with that because of the deposit, because we were just gonna walk away if we couldn't get what we wanted out of the property. Which is not right. They're breaching a contract, but people are doing it these days, and this is how you stop it from happening to you and your listing. Obviously, if you're working with me, I'm gonna inform you about this, but if you're working with anybody, this is something that you should know. So your deposit, make sure you're asking for the right amount of money. It is a very important part of any real estate transaction.